Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Lumen's World. I am Caroline, and I channel different beings of love and light. And today it won't be a cross-channeling, it will be a channeling, probably with Ashtar. So before we start, I will read a statement, and then I will enter into a meditative kind of channeling mode, and then we will see what comes through. So, are you ready for the statement? So you can close your eyes or take a deep breath. And so we wish to be of service in the upliftment of all, and we intend to be channels of the highest love and the highest light for the highest good purposes. We invite in our guides to be with us and to help us become clearer channels for all that is. Adonai. So I will enter into the meditative channeling mode and we'll see what comes through. I haven't asked previously Ashtar about specific topics, so I don't know what they will want to talk about. So it will be a, a discovery both for you and for me. I want me to drink, so I will drink. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, dear ones, yes. I am Ashtar, coming in the highest love and the highest light for the highest good purposes. I am, this dear channel Caroline's guide, and this is an honor to be one of her guides. Yes, indeed, today it will be different as the other cross-channeling sessions. It will be us Ashtar. Yes, indeed, and there are many topics we want to talk about. Indeed, we say we could say I, because I am Ashtar. But this is an understanding that you, dear beings, humans in human forms, are not familiar with. How you could be multiple and how together you form one. Because you see, indeed, you all form one, and you are all one. And this is an invitation to see others, to see other lives, other living lives, such as not only human forms, but also to see the nature, the trees, rocks, stones, animals, and to consider the life that is within them. And so, dear ones, all is about life, and in some ways, you all form one. But we understand that this is not an easy understanding for the human mind, for the human brain, living, we could say consciousness, living into human bodies, human in human forms. We understand this is not very clear, although this is, we could say, a kind of rule. Yes. We will ask these dear channel Carolines to drink while we will think clearer and choose and pick one topic to talk about today. Yes. Last time, we spoke about joy, the joy frequency, and how to help you raise your vibrations accordingly. Yes, indeed, joy isn't that easy to catch for human brain, for human beings, human in human forms, we could say. That is not that easy for all of you. And in some ways, we experience this, we acknowledge this with this Dear Channel Caroline. And so we want to bring an even more clearer picture on how to raise your vibrations, how to reach the joy state in your day-to-day life. In order to reach the joy state in your day-to-day lives, you have to pick and choose and pick where life is. Where is life, dear ones? It is in what you consume. We talked about it last time indeed, about the consumption. And as soon as you eat joyful and vibrant food, it will help you to bring more life into your bodies, and therefore to feel this life, living in, living through you, through your bodies. We also understand that from time to time, the humans feels some way depleted by eating only vegetables and fruits and vegetables and fruits. And some humans who are not that used to, or we could say it will come later, but for some humans, or we could say even most humans, they will from time to time crave for other kinds of food, sometimes crave for sugar, sometimes crave for a more amount of meat, sometimes they will crave for fat material or cakes or cheese or cream or different kinds of food, and it will bring happiness. Indeed. Indeed, it will bring happiness, but in the same time, dear ones, it will bring you a sort of a sense of heaviness into your bodies, into your body structures. Yes, indeed. And so if you wish to experience this joyful state and to keep this joyful state, you have to be cautious of the food you are ingesting. We could talk about the quality, but we will first talk more about veggies and fruits because they bring life into you, into your body systems, and are necessary if you want to experience this joyful state. If you eat a heavy food for the breakfast, for your lunch, for your snacks, for your dinner times, for the other snacks, your body systems will be, we could say, will be heavier. Yes. And from this heaviness, you have to rise and raise even more if you want to reach this joyful state that is lighter. It is not heavy, it is lighter. And so it goes with light substances. It is a simple explanation, although you understand that the mechanics and the rules are much complex. But this is a simple message, and we want to communicate into crystal clear explanations. As this is, as you could say, my kind of signature, to be crystal clear. And So yes, so this is our recommendation to maintain, because you see this dear child Caroline has experienced other kinds of food intake, and so yes, she has been joyful. She is joyful when she has this kind of food, this or this and this and this, and while she ate them, she was happy. But she's also understanding and realizing that it is dragging her down. And we also spoke about the consumption that you see into the television, into your screens, such as social media. And so, again, in some ways, these are taking you. These are pulling your attention. And we recommend that you are very cautious of this, because the more you consume these materials, again, it will drag you down. It is not the fact of watching social media content, it is the amount that you are consuming. And so we say to be cautious and to be able to step down and to put it aside from time to time. And yes, during the latest conversation, the thoughts on our cross-channeling of last time, there has been explanations about the consumption of these materials, and sometimes it can be too much. Yes, indeed, it can be too much, dear ones, to watch something on the television or to do things on your screens, because you see, at some point, dear ones, we recommend that you ease your mind. Ease your mind, dear ones. You are so much taken away here and there, here and there, here and there, and these are pulling you, pulling you, pulling you, pulling you. And it's like if at some point you're going to, we could say, explode. And at some point, this is what is happening with the burnouts, because you feel too much, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much solicitation, too much attention, too much things that you see, things that you do, things that you have to see and do, and too much, too much, too much. And we recommend to ease your mind, dear ones, and to ease your body as well, and to ease and to bring peace into your matter. Your matter meaning your mind body complex, the mind body structure, the mind body complex. Ease your bodies, ease your minds. Yes, this is important, dear one. And so we recommend that some of you may not be into meditation. We understand this is not an easy practice and not everyone is meant to meditate, which we understand. But everyone is meant to remain in silence for a few minutes. And dear ones, do not play games with us, even though we do not know how to play games, and we actually do play games from time to time. But do not say that you do not have the time. Because you see, dear ones, you all have 1 minute, 2 minutes in your schedule. You all do. This is a question of will. Again, I am very clear, dear ones, and if you want to reach this joyful state, we recommend that you put yourself into a bubble, we could say a sphere, and that you expand this sphere that will push a little bit away those distractions. But when you don't pay attention to this sphere, you could say, then you will be tempted to watch more television, to be more on social media, and to eat more heavy foods. And if you pay closer attention, it all goes hand in hand. when you eat heavier food, you tend to be also more on social media and to watch more television. But if you are being cautious of this, and if you have the will and the strength of, we don't say to cut everything, we just say to be more conscious in order to make a clear and clear decision of what you want to experience in your life. And this dear child Caroline is no different from you, from each and every one of you listening. She is experiencing it herself, and as she is experiencing today, right now, she is having trouble channeling our message. Not tough, complicated things, but anyway, it does not go as smoother as it could be. And she knows why, because her system is more heavy and it is not that clear. And so we come through, but in a more, does not come that easy or easily, we could say. So yes, dear one, we say to imagine yourself in a bubble, we could say, around you, and just to be cautious of what you attract in that bubble, but mostly of the decisions that you take, such as the food you intake and the consumption of the television and the screen, your social media that you are watching. Just be cautious of this. And then make decisions. And also, we recommend that throughout your days, once in a day, you can just be quiet for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, dear ones. You can all do that. And we recommend this simple practice to remain in silence. You have nothing to do, just to remain in silence. And yes, for those of you who are more into meditation, you can indeed meditate, even for a very short amount of time. And in some ways, it will be a meditation, because just the fact of remaining in silence will be the first step. The second step is to clear your mind. We all know that many of you have so many thoughts, so many thoughts about so many topics. We encourage you to clear the path, dear ones. And as you remain in silence, try not to think. Just remain in silence. You can focus on your breathing, on your breath, if you wish, if it is easier for you. And if you have so many different thoughts, then we encourage you that you just think as if it is as if those thoughts are some clouds, and they will pass. They are clouds. If it helps some of you, you can even make those signs, in order to, okay, I have a disturbing thought. I want to push it away. Push it away, but do it gently, dear ones. This is also very important, to be gentle. So don't drag yourself down thinking, oh my gosh, I cannot meditate. Oh my gosh, this and that, and I want all those thoughts to go away. No, dear ones, no. We say, just remain at peace. And breathe. That's the only thing. That's the starting point. And then try not to think. And if you think, think as those thoughts are just clouds. They are passing, they will pass. So don't focus on them. And try to be at peace as much as you can during this amount of time. Again, it can be very short, dear ones, very short, but it will be very beneficial over time. It requires practice, but this is an easy practice that we are giving you. Yes, we think this is clear. We are extremely happy to have been able to communicate with you in this way. We acknowledge that the channeling message was not that easy to come through. And this dear channel Caroline is also understanding from her, we could say, behavior, we could say mistakes as well. But our explanations have a purpose, dear ones, to help you grow and live a vibrant, radiant, joyful, peaceful life. And if you are not already living a vibrant, a joyful, a peaceful, a radiant, vibrant life, then maybe there are changes that need to be made in your lives. And so we say to be cautious of the food you are intaking. Just be aware. Just be aware. Again, we say if you wish, if you are willing, you always have free choice, dear ones. We say you always have free choice. So we recommend to be cautious of the food intake, to be cautious of your distraction consumptions, and also, very importantly, to remain at peace for 1, 2 minutes, 3 minutes a day, every day. This is an easy practice, dear ones. This is a very easy practice that you all can do. You also have free choice too. Yes, we have been very clear. We thank you for this communication. We greet and we honor you, each and every one of you listening to this message, whatever the time is, whenever you are listening to this message, on which sort of device, the message is and remain the same, and the energies that are sent within it are the same. We also greet all of your guides, dear ones, and there are many. So there are many, many, many beings that we greet today. So yes, we thank you, we love you deeply and dearly. We honor you. We thank you for listening to this communication, and we wish for you to live indeed this vibrant, joyful, radiant, peaceful, joyful life, of course. We love you deeply and dearly, and I will speak again soon. Adonai. So I hope you enjoyed this message. I will record within the next few minutes my thoughts about the message, if I remember everything. I hope you enjoyed this message, and I greet each and every one of you listening in the love and the light. And I will speak again soon. Adonai, have a great day. Bye bye.